What's the bet? What's the bet? What's the bet?
20K I got on Rollies, he got on Tank.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, don't play
20
with
bands.
I'll pay you shit tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, you know, Ryan Garcia found himself in New York City in attendance tonight. The whole Barclays Center booed his ass because, you know, it's a little different when you're a fighter that's been built primarily on the West Coast and you come to the East Coast. So it's a little different out here. It's a little different out in the East Coast. But he made his way out to the Barclays Center. And, you know, he crossed paths with Leonard Ellaby, as you guys saw at the beginning of this video. And he pretty much said, I don't know if I heard this correctly, so you guys can tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong, but I feel like I heard this. I could have swore I heard Ryan say, we're making a fight with PBC. I could have swore I heard him say, fuck Golden Boy, I'll come to PBC and make the fight, or something like along those lines, because that's what I thought he said. You guys let me know what you interpreted in that clip from what Ryan said. But either way, you cut it up, slice it, and dice it. Like, Tank won. You know, Floyd Mayweather didn't even show up to the fight tonight, so I think that's very telling about the direction of him and Tank's, you know, relationship. He didn't even show up to this fight, which is not very normal. So his contract is up. Will he stay with him? He said no. He said yes. We don't know. But whether he's with Miller Promotions, Al Heyman, PBC, Matchroom Boxing, Golden Boy, Top Rank, Aunt Jemima, who gives a fuck? He just needs to fight Ryan Garcia. That's the fight that needs to happen for Tank's career, for his legacy, and for Ryan Garcia's career and his legacy, and for boxing as a whole. The business of boxing, the boxing industry, the powers that be, open your damn ears up. If you don't get in your own way, don't get in your own way. There's a lot of money to be made from this fight. You got Gervonta Davis, who's a huge ticket seller primarily on the East Coast. You got Ryan Garcia, who is a huge ticket seller on the West Coast. And they both got different types of audiences. Tank's bringing the hip-hop demographic in and all that stuff. Ryan has the younger social media influencer demographic. So you put those two things together, you got yourself an explosive, great event. And not to mention, it's a great fight. It's a great fight. Gervonta Davis is a really good fighter. I don't know if he's great. I'm not going to say he's great. Nobody at 135 at this moment in time is great yet. They have to prove themselves. But Tank is very good. He's the oldest of most of these guys. He's still got some things to prove. Because even though he's been able to win when he didn't look his best, which is the mark of a very good fighter, potentially a great fighter, in his last two fights against Cruz and Rolly, the blueprint is there to beat him. Like, if you're a boxer that can either A, physically rough up Tank Davis and remain defensively responsible for 12 rounds, you beat him. If not that, if you're a fighter who can box tall and you got some power behind them shots, you can make Tank very, very uncomfortable, as Rolly showed in the early rounds of this fight. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I really feel like the Ryan Garcia fight is going to be the ultimate litmus test for Gervonta Davis, because that's exactly what Ryan is. Ryan is a tall, extremely gifted, and hard-punching fighter, you know? So I want to see what kind of adjustments he makes. But, like, they both have their vulnerabilities. Ryan Garcia, you know, his vulnerabilities are up here, you know, mentally. And his other vulnerability is that, you know, if we use the Tego fight as an example, is maybe he doesn't completely know who he is in that ring yet. Like, and what I mean by that is, like, he's training with Joe Goosen now, and it looks like he's with Joe Goosen, but he's trying to do the things that Eddie Reynoso taught him. So now he's got, like, he's conflicted. When he fought Tego, he looked conflicted in the ring. And, you know, we saw in the Luke Campbell fight, that chin's been touched and he's been dropped by a light punching guy like Campbell. So they both got vulnerabilities. They're both extremely talented, and they both got massive audiences of different demographics. Make the fucking fight. It shouldn't be up for debate. This is a message to Mayweather Promotions and Golden Boy together. Like, this shouldn't be a thing where Leonard Ellerbe wants to show Oscar De La Hoya how big his dick is and get into an ego pissing contest with Oscar De La Hoya. Make the fight because it's good for the sport. It's good for the sport. It's good for your bottom line. It's good for just everything. It's good for the growth of the sport. It's good for the money that the promoters will make. It's good for the fighters. It's good for the health of boxing in the USA because, as far as I'm concerned, I know Crawford and Spence is a big fight that people talk about here on the YouTube boxing community. So in this little bubble of YouTube, we think that's the biggest fight in boxing. It's not. In America, it's not the biggest fight. Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia would easily outsell Crawford and Spence, and it's not even a doubt in my mind about it because there's just more elements at play. There's more things going on. There's more demographics involved in the fight. So I just want to see that fight because we need to start figuring out who the fuck is who at 135, and prolonging the Gervonta Davis witness protection program with the likes of Raul Valenzuela, Michel Rivera, and Frank Martin isn't gonna give us any answers. It's time, like Tank said himself, it's time to take them training wheels off. It's time to really see who's who. It's as he said many times after his fights, ain't no safety on this Glock. But he's talking about for himself. If he was in charge, he would be fighting these guys. But he's not in charge. Ellerbe's in charge. Well, maybe he's not anymore. So we'll see what happens next. What comes of this, but. This fight has to be happening within this year. Like this year, this fight has to happen. Ryan's got to fight in July. I'm thinking like December. Like if Ryan fights where we got to fight in July, beats him, does what he needs to do, by December, we need to be getting Tank versus freaking Ryan Garcia. It needs to be a fucking Christmas special on ABC. This fight is that damn big. I need to see co-promotion from Golden Boy. I need to see co-promotion from freaking Miller Promotions and Al Heyman. I need to see multiple networks involved. The Zone, okay, ESPN, Showtime. Everyone needs to get involved. And all the boxing fans that say they love the lightweight division so much, if you really want this division to move like the way it needs to move, this is the fight that needs to happen in the fourth quarter of this year. Gervonta Tank Davis, undefeated, hard punching, compact fighter who's shown his last two fights that he can box you and beat you up, all right? Versus Ryan Garcia, a tall, rangy, explosive, power punching fighter from Southern California with a left hook from hell. This is box office. This is boxing. This is what the fight fans are longing for. This is what the fight fans are yearning for, and I just hope that the people that make the decisions that are in charge can just not get into a big pissing contest about where the fight should be, what platform, whose dick is bigger, all this bullshit. Just come to an agreement that's fair for all parties involved and make the fucking fight happen. That is it. No crazy outro. Make the fight. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.